freaking love you, bro.
That's as good as it gets. I don't care what anyone says.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Raven.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TeamDeadFowl YouTube. We've been busy. We've taken a long hiatus. Just kind of getting through turkey season, filming turkey hunts for next year, and then just doing summer stuff. We all got families. We've all got kids, wives, future wives. We got weddings coming up. We've had bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. So just kind of been doing a whole lot of stuff. Right now, it is August 27th. My goose season opens up here in the state of Michigan, September 1st. So we're prepping for it. We've got blinds that we've been brushing. We typically run 2 of these Lucky Duck 2x4s, A-frame, Avian X style, tangle-free panel blinds, wherever you guys want to use. That's kind of what we've leaned on, or myself personally have leaned on, because you can fit 4 people really comfortably. They do have the flip lids now that we added this year. So we're super stoked about our goose season opening up. Me personally, I live in Michigan. We all have different styles and different methods of hunting. We utilize the A-frame style blinds a lot, and we'll put them right in the middle of the field, right on the edge of the field. And then with Riley, those guys hunt a lot of edge hides because there's not a whole lot of options when it comes to hunting wheat or some of the crops that they typically hunt. Drew is more of a layout style guy as well. Not saying we don't use layouts. We've got layouts here. We will use them, especially when they cut the corn, but we try to use these more often if the hide presents itself, just for comfortability standpoint, filming standpoint, photography. But we do rely on the layouts when we need to. Personally, you'll see from my hunts personally, we're gonna use full bodies and we're gonna use silhouettes. We're not just one cookie cutter style fits all. We'll use a lot of full bodies if we can. We'll use a mix of full bodies and silhouettes, or we'll just use silhouettes. So my thought process is that you don't want to have just, one tool in the toolbox. We want to have as many tools in the tool shed as possible, especially on where we live. We get a lot of really big migrator pushes of Canada geese, and we really need to look big. I was doing the math yesterday. We're gonna have over 350 goose decoys in some of our spreads. And that is solely reliant on winds, temp, pressure, and the time of year as well. So, mid to late September, we'll start getting a lot of north wind pushes, a lot of big temp drops, and you'll start seeing a lot of our migrating Canada geese start pushing through, molts, as a lot of guys call them. And then into October and November, we always can't hunt the X. And so we're going to need to run traffic and look the size. So that's about what we've got as far as blinds and decoys goes. So touching on the A-frame, Lucky Ducks, whatever you guys want to call them. These are 2 10-foot blinds, all right? Fit 4 guys in there comfortably. You can piece them together if you want to fit one more person in there. We try really not to hunt more than 6, 7 guys. Sometimes we do have a couple more. Sometimes we do have less. But it's 10 feet of blind, each blind, so 20 foot. The best thing to do with these blinds, in my personal opinion, the more you have, the better it looks. I've ran both of these and hunted 2 people before, just because it just looks good. It looks natural, especially you get along a ditch, you get out in a field that's got some rows that a farmer missed or anything like that. You get some ditch grass that they've missed. The more you run, the better it looks. We try, this is our base layer. This is what we camouflaged in for these blinds for the year. That's why they're in the barn. That's why they're just drying out right now. This is our base layer. This is not saying we're gonna roll out to a field, unroll them, put them up, and that's what we hunt out of. We will add more to it. You know, you get these really hard edges here right along the top. We are gonna make those disappear along the corners, along the bottoms, everything like that. We will make that disappear with the hard edges, just because that's incredibly important to blend in. So for guys that have not used the A-frames before, this is kind of like, I guess, a crash course rambling on of how to utilize them, and how to hide them and what to expect. We do not unbrush them and rebrush them every time, because it takes, for both of these blinds, with a good set of hedge trimmers and good grass, it takes about 2.5 hours to really brush these things in. We are going to, so you see the pile of grass here, we are going to get all of our layouts together and brush them all in with grass. That is strategic. That is so I'll back up a little bit. That is strategic because here we have most of our wheat cut in July. So it's had almost 2 months of growth for weeds. So you get a lot of grass popping up, a lot of weeds popping up. So we're just gonna go get everyone's blinds brushed in with grass and go and be able to blend in with that. And then if we need to touch up with some yellows, with some browns, we can. We'll go right into a cornfield and we're gonna hunt out of that grass. Cause I mean, that's all gonna turn relatively yellow too. Like it's green now, but by the time mid-October, late October, November hits, it's all gonna be really relatively brown, tan, everything like that. So it's gonna blend in really, really well as the season progresses, but we're also gonna have that really great base layer to be able and go and hide incredibly quickly. So we're not wasting time trying to make sure we're hiding or we're rethatching blinds, whatever you want to call it, early mid-morning. We want to have that base layer on there so we can roll up, throw them out, grab additional stubble, and blend us in incredibly well. So that's where we're at with blinds. With decoys, all right? Decoys, we are, all of Team Deadfowl, we are running and using the DOA Rogue Series honkers, as well as the floater duck decoys, floater mallards, and the Rogue Series honkers. This is new for us this year. I've been a fan of the DOA style decoys for years now. And it just got to a point, we wanted something that was incredibly tough, that can take the abuse, that we can kick out of this trailer and throw in the trailer when it's time to pack up. Incredibly durable decoy, can bend it, flex it, throw it as far as you can throw it, and it's gonna hold up, and they move really, really well in very, very little wind. So it's just kind of one of those, like it works for us. So we're gonna be using the Rogue Series Canada Goose decoys from DOA, as well as their floaters and their duck floaters as well. We'll touch on the duck floaters later. When it comes to silhouette decoys, you're gonna see mainly Big Owls. There might be some other brands sprinkled in, but Al Falkenstein is a fantastic human. That is just great to talk to and talk hunting with. He loves hunting, but he makes an incredible silhouette goose decoy, as well as duck decoys too. We'll mainly use those, the goose decoys. And where we're at too, up in the upper Midwest, we don't we don't need, unless we're hunting ducks specifically, our best duck spread is a goose spread. So especially in the field, we'll have 4 to 5 spinners. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spinners over there that are ready to go, and throw those in a goose spread, especially when we're running as many goose decoys as we are. It is something like, it looks like a big black hole, and ducks just naturally migrate to that. So you're gonna see some really cool stuff come duck season. We'll get into that later, but it's pretty wild to see. It's weird. Here, we'll get most of our ducks within like the first 30 minutes of shooting light. After that, we'll get our geese, and it's time to pack up. We don't ever get ducks unless it's really, really, really terrible weather, or cold, rainy, windy stuff to keep them out all day. We typically don't see ducks after that first 30 minutes of shooting light, which is wild to think about because you go anywhere else in the country and it's kind of polar opposite. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. We've got a lot of other things that we'll touch on, and go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you sticking along. Make sure you hit subscribe, and turn the notifications on for when we post more videos. I know Riley's got videos coming up in the pipe. Drew's got videos coming up in the pipe, and we are just ready to roll and ecstatic to get all of waterfowl season going, because it's been a long time coming. We've been pumped for it. Our turkey season was phenomenal. That stuff we're gonna post in probably like January, February, because we've got some really killer hunts. I think we have like 15 or 20 different turkey hunts from last year that we're gonna post up. So stay tuned, guys. Stick with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll catch you next time.